First up, gamers, brace yourselves. Microsoft is hitting the US with a price increase on Xbox consoles starting in October, citing those tricky economic conditions. This isn't just a small bump, it's a significant adjustment, especially for those high-end models, and it's already causing a stir among players who remember a similar hike earlier this year. Is this the new normal for gaming hardware, or a sign of bigger economic pressures at play? Next, if you're looking for an adventure that keeps on giving, you need to check out For the King 2. This roguelite gem is back on Xbox Game Pass, and it's making dying not just bearable, but actually better with friends. Dive into a world where every choice matters, every campaign is unique, and every failure fuels your next epic quest. Can you conquer the kingdom with your squad? Then, hold onto your hats for some seriously wild DIY. YouTuber James' channel has built a portable monstrosity, Xbox, using nothing but a handsaw, hot glue, and a mind-bending number of disk drives. We're talking a full-on hacked-together console that's actually, unbelievably, working. Is this the ultimate fusion of mad science and gaming passion, or a cautionary tale of what happens when creativity goes unchecked? And finally, we're tackling a question that's on everyone's mind. Why are fewer and fewer Xbox games releasing with physical discs? We're breaking down the shift to digital, the challenges for companies like limited-run games, and what this means for game preservation and your collection. Is the era of the physical disc coming to an end? Stick around to find out. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Tenken for all your gaming news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Xbox prices surge in the US amidst economic headwinds. Get ready for a shockwave in the gaming world. Microsoft has officially announced a price hike for its Xbox consoles here in the United States, with the new prices kicking in this October. The company points to the evolving macroeconomic environment as the driving force behind this decision, making it the second price adjustment for US Xbox consoles in just over a year. This move is already sparking intense debate among gamers, who are weighing the impact of rising costs against their passion for the latest hardware. The decision comes after Microsoft observed a significant shift in economic factors affecting their business. While the company assures that accessories like controllers and headsets will remain unaffected, and that other international markets won't see these particular increases, the US market faces a steeper bill for consoles. This isn't just a minor tweak. The price jump is particularly noticeable on the higher-end models, with a 2TB Xbox Series X now approaching the $800 mark. This presents a tough pill to swallow for many consumers, especially after a similar price increase earlier in the year. Many are speculating that this move is closely tied to broader economic policies, including tariffs. While Microsoft hasn't explicitly linked the price increase to these tariffs, the timing is hard to ignore. Competitors like Sony and Nintendo have also implemented price adjustments in the US market, suggesting a wider industry trend influenced by global supply chains and trade policies. These tariffs, aimed at boosting domestic manufacturing, inadvertently increase the cost of imported electronics, forcing companies to pass those expenses onto consumers. The delicate balance of the globalized gaming industry means that even small changes in trade policy can have significant ripple effects. This situation highlights the complex interplay of economic pressures on the gaming industry. Factors like inflation, supply chain disruptions, and governmental trade policies are no longer abstract concepts, but tangible forces impacting the price of entertainment. Microsoft's statement suggests these increases are less about profit maximization and more about navigating industry-wide economic realities. For gamers, this means next-generation consoles are becoming an even more significant financial commitment, potentially forcing families to reconsider their entertainment budgets. The reaction from the gaming community has been largely negative. Many players, already feeling the pinch from previous price adjustments, are expressing frustration and disappointment. While dedicated enthusiasts might still see the value in the performance and storage offered by the higher-end models, the broader market, including more price-sensitive buyers and families, may be pushed away. This could shift the competitive landscape, with exclusive titles and subscription services like Xbox Game Pass becoming even more critical in retaining customer loyalty as hardware costs rise. Will these price hikes impact holiday sales, or can Microsoft's ecosystem strategy keep gamers locked in? Stay tuned as we unpack the future of gaming hardware costs and what it means for you. This Xbox Game Pass roguelite makes dying fun with friends. Prepare to get hooked on For the King 2, the latest roguelite sensation that's landed on Xbox Game Pass and is redefining the meaning of game over. Developed by Iron Oak Studios, this isn't about flashy graphics or celebrity voice actors. It's about the pure, unadulterated joy of strategic adventure and shared experiences. If you've ever craved a game that blends classic RPG elements with the thrilling unpredictability of a roguelike, all while making every playthrough a unique story, then this is your next obsession. For the King 2 excels by embracing the familiar while injecting it with deep, meaningful choices. You and your party of adventurers are thrust into a kingdom in peril, and your journey is anything but linear. Do you help a stranger on the road or push on before nightfall? Do you take the safer, longer route or brave the monster-infested swamps? These decisions, big and small, create a narrative that feels genuinely yours, ensuring that no two campaigns are ever the same. This organic storytelling, coupled with a robust progression system that unlocks new classes, items, and lore, means that even your failures are stepping stones to future triumphs. The core of For the King 2 lies in its addictive roguelike loop. Permadeath is a constant threat, meaning hours of careful planning can end in an instant. But this isn't a punishment, it's a feature. Each defeat sharpens your strategic mind, hones your tactical skills, and fuels your determination. The combat system masterfully balances turn-based strategy with the thrill of dice roll probability. You're constantly making calculated risks. Spend precious resources for a guaranteed hit, or trust in the dice and conserve for the battles ahead. This blend of skill and chance creates an exhilarating experience where every victory feels hard-earned and every loss teaches a valuable lesson. What truly elevates For the King 2 is its multiplayer component. While a compelling solo experience, the game transforms when you team up with up to 4 friends online. Suddenly, strategic decisions become lively debates, loot distribution turns into friendly squabbles, and the shared challenge fosters an incredible sense of camaraderie. It perfectly captures the spirit of those memorable tabletop RPG nights, complete with the laughter, the bickering, and the triumphant cheers. It's a game that appeals to solo tacticians and social adventurers alike, offering a challenging, rewarding, and endlessly replayable experience. Audience impact. Gamers are raving about the game's replayability and cooperative fun, with many calling it a standout title for roguelike fans and a must-play for groups looking for a shared digital adventure. The blend of strategy and emergent storytelling is frequently praised. Can this ultimate cooperative adventure keep you coming back for more, even after countless defeats? Next, we're diving into a DIY project so wild, it redefines portable gaming with a handsaw and hot glue. YouTuber builds portable monstrosity, Xbox with handsaw and hot glue. Forget sleek design and official releases. YouTuber James' channel has unleashed a creation that's equal parts genius and madness. A portable monstrosity Xbox built using a handsaw, copious amounts of hot glue, and a staggering 8-disc drives. In a video that's a masterclass in chaotic engineering, James transforms a non-working original Xbox into a handheld device that, against all odds, actually works. This DIY marvel is a testament to ingenuity, pushing the boundaries of what's possible with discarded electronics and a can-do attitude. The journey began with a broken Xbox, where James first tackled a stubborn DVD drive by replacing a minuscule resistor with 4 larger ones, secured with hot glue. This initial fix was just the warm-up. The real transformation involved dismantling the console, salvaging essential components, and replacing the bulky hard drive with a compact flash card to shave off precious space. To complete the handheld dream, James ingeniously repurposed an old iPod portable video dock for its screen and speakers, and then, in a move that's both bold and slightly terrifying, sawed original Xbox controllers in half to attach them as the makeshift controls. The result is a visually striking, utterly unique gaming machine that looks like it was born from a mad scientist's lab. this build was not without its extreme challenges. After a 3-week hiatus due to persistent technical issues, James discovered that 7 of the 8 disk drives he'd acquired were faulty, and a crucial IDE connector was also to blame. Other than the disk drive, it was almost all my fault, James admits with a chuckle, highlighting the trial-and-error nature of such ambitious projects. The final product, described as a portable monstrosity, features an exposed disk drive, controllers haphazardly glued to the motherboard, and a general aesthetic held together by sheer willpower and duct tape. It's a far cry from a polished retail product, but its functionality is undeniable. Audience impact. Viewers are captivated by the sheer audacity and surprising success of the build, with many praising James' channel's technical skill and humorous approach to problem-solving. The video has sparked conversations about the DIY spirit in gaming and the potential for creative hardware modification. Could this DIY Xbox inspire a new wave of console modding, or is it a one-off marvel? Next, we're diving deep into why your favorite Xbox games might be ditching the disc for good. The disappearing disc: why fewer Xbox games are releasing physically. In an era dominated by digital downloads, the humble game disc is becoming an increasingly rare sight on Xbox shelves. Companies like Square Enix are notably skipping physical releases for their upcoming Xbox titles, a trend that begs the question: why is this happening? The shift towards digital-only releases on Xbox is driven by a complex interplay of technological advancements, economic realities, and evolving player habits, leaving many wondering about the future of physical game collections. For decades, physical media was the standard for gaming. From cartridges and CDs to Blu-ray discs, players had tangible copies of their favorite games. However, the rise of faster, cheaper digital distribution platforms like Steam dramatically altered the landscape, especially for PC gaming. Consoles have followed suit, with both PlayStation and Microsoft offering diskless console variants and increasingly prioritizing digital ecosystems. Microsoft, in particular, has been a pioneer in this digital transition, offering direct downloads early on and heavily promoting services like Xbox Game Pass, which are inherently digital. This digital-first approach means that many modern Xbox experiences, including cloud gaming and device-agnostic play, simply aren't compatible with physical discs. The economic implications are stark for game publishers and developers. Retailers are stocking fewer physical Xbox games because the demand has shrunk significantly. Companies like Limited Run Games, which specialize in physical releases for indie and collector's editions, have found it increasingly difficult to turn a profit on Xbox titles. Josh Fairhurst of Limited Run Games stated that physical releases on Xbox rarely exceed 2,000 copies sold, making it challenging to recoup the significant costs associated with porting and manufacturing. For many projects, the digital revenue is essential to offset these losses. But on some Xbox titles, they have minimal or no share in digital earnings, making physical releases financially unviable. This trend extends even to major publishers. Titles like Final Fantasy XVI, VII Remake, and Final Fantasy Tactics are digital-only on Xbox. While Microsoft champions game preservation through its backward compatibility programs, this digital focus raises concerns for those who value physical media as the ultimate guarantee of long-term access, independent of platform support. The anxiety over Microsoft's shifting priorities and the potential for digital libraries to become inaccessible if services are discontinued fuels a preference for physical discs among some players. Audience impact. Gamers are expressing a mix of resignation and concern, with many lamenting the loss of physical collections and the potential impact on game preservation. Some acknowledge the convenience of digital, but worry about the long-term accessibility of their libraries. The discussion highlights a growing divide between digital-first consumers and collectors who value physical media. Can Microsoft bridge the gap between digital convenience and the preservation concerns of physical media enthusiasts? Join us after the break for a lightning round recap of all today's top stories and your chance to hit that subscribe button. And that's a wrap on today's gaming news. We saw Microsoft hike Xbox prices in the US due to economic conditions, discovered how, For the King 2, makes dying fun with friends on Game Pass, marveled at a YouTuber's handsaw-built portable Xbox, and explored the decline of physical discs on the platform. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to Tenken for all your essential gaming updates, hit that notification bell so you never miss a drop, leave a comment with your thoughts on these stories, and follow us on all our socials to stay connected. We'll see you in the next one.